My name is Sean McCannon, and this is my wife, Julie, and we thank you for the opportunity to speak to you on behalf of the 2021 Catholic Appeal. Julie and I also spoke last year about the Catholic Appeal, but at the time, none of us could have anticipated the unprecedented challenges we'd have to overcome and the hardship and losses that we'd endure. Just after we spoke last year, all of the parishes had to close, and it would be months before we could gather and worship as a community once again. Despite that, and an ambitious goal from the Archdiocese, we met our goal for the Catholic Appeal. And for that, I want to thank everyone who donated and made the Catholic Appeal for 2020 such a success. Last year, Julie and I spoke about the different ministries that are funded by the Catholic Appeal. Everything from 100 Catholic schools to campus ministries that allow young adults to continue in their faith while away from home, to the training of 28 chaplains that minister to Catholics that are hospitalized, another 64 nurses who are volunteers, and they're trained to go minister to homebound Catholics that are ill. We learned about the deacons that are funded for the parishes and funding for the seminary. We also talked about how every year over 100 women that are pregnant or parenting receive help from the Archdiocese. The Archdiocese also funds ministries that work with people that are receiving palliative or end-of-life care. The 51 ministries of the Archdiocese truly touch everyone at the different stages and circumstances of our lives. One of the most important ministries to me is the work that's done on pro-life programs. But when we spoke a year ago, we didn't really talk about how the Archdiocese helps Mary Queen of the Apostles. It just didn't occur to us, given the success that we'd had, the amazing success that we've enjoyed, that would have much, if any, need for help. But we were wrong, because nobody could have expected what was to come. How people would have to make necessary and hard decisions to close businesses and to prevent people from going to work. How millions of Americans would become ill and 500,000 would die. We couldn't have expected or known that thousands of businesses would also close for good, and that millions of jobs would be lost, or that we'd be prevented from worshiping during the most holy time of the year, Lent, and on our most holy day, Easter. Mary Queen of the Apostles shared in the economic realities, in the human toll that the rest of the country experienced. And it was during those worst days that the Archdiocese did help.
The Archdiocese provided guidance and assistance for our parish to receive federal funds from the Payroll Protection Program that allowed us to keep our valued staff, sent personal protective equipment, hand sanitizer, and disinfectant to 249 parishes, including Mary Queen of the Apostles. There were savings on the healthcare plan for parish employees and training to learn how to continue the mission of evangelization and ministries remotely and safely. I will always remember the first Mass that once parishes were allowed to reopen. We were right here in St. James parking lot, and we were all in our cars. The Eucharist was received by many of us for the first time in months. At the end of the Mass, parishioners started honking their horns spontaneously. It was a sense of triumph that we were all back and we were going to be continuing strong and to thrive as one community. Most of the credit for reopening and continuing to adapt and be creative goes to Father Murray and his team. We wouldn't be here without them where we are today, without their talents, energy, and commitment. They deserve our gratitude. The Archdiocese is also deserving of our gratitude and our support. And support for the Catholic Appeal is essential. Some of us can donate at the level or even more than we did last year. Others, due to changes in their financial circumstances, are going to have to give, but maybe a little bit less, and others may not be able to contribute this year. But all that we ask that you to do is to look into the Archdiocese ministries, ask us questions about the Catholic Appeal, and donate to the best of your abilities to help our fellow Catholics in the Boston Archdiocese and in this parish we are all so blessed to belong to, Mary, Queen of the Apostles. Thank you.